Today, we're going to see how we can use Wallaroo installed on OCI with Ampere hardware to deploy a quantized version of Llama 3. First, within our development environment, we import our Wallaroo SDK and create a connection to our Wallaroo instance. Next, we define our model schema, in this case a simple string for both input and output. Now we can upload our model for automated packaging with Wallaroo. We upload our quantized Llama that's been quantized using Llama CPP. We indicate that the framework here is custom to define the interface that we have to interact with Llama CPP, and we specify the architecture as ARM. And this automatic packaging process will then target Ampere's ARM hardware and take advantage of the acceleration there. After a couple of minutes, my model is fully packaged and ready to be used in my deployment. I can now specify a deployment configuration, including how many CPUs and how much memory we want to use here. In this case, we're using 14 CPUs for the Llama model. I can then actually create my pipeline, including my model there and that deployment configuration we specified. And in just a couple of minutes, I'll have a fully deployed production-ready version of this LLM. Next, I can test out this deployed pipeline by giving it a sample prompt. In this case, I ask it to describe what Oracle is in a single sentence, and in just a couple of seconds, it comes back with a fully formed response. We can see here that with the power of Wallaroo taking advantage of Ampere's accelerators in OCI, we can get very efficient performance for even a sophisticated model like Llama with good results on just a handful of CPUs. From there, if I'm happy with these results, I have my external facing endpoint that I can then start to integrate into any applications that I want to use this. At this point, I'm fully in production and I can manage this model alongside all of my other models and deployments using the Wallaroo Operations Center. Here, I can see which pipelines are active, see previous versions of my models and pipelines, and see which hardware they have been optimized for. From here, I can take advantage of Wallaroo's LLM Listeners. LLM Listeners are a method to monitor my LLMs, including seeing what their behavior looks like in production, seeing how they're performing, and even alerting to undesirable behavior or flagging it in line. The specific example you see here deals with toxicity and seeing if my model is using harmful or hateful language in its interaction with my end users. And in this case, I can see a recurring job that automatically analyzes these interactions on a daily basis and see any outliers so that I can dig in further in the event that this harmful language flag is raised. So today we've seen how I can deploy my own LLM using Wallaroo on OCI, how I can take advantage of Wallaroo's automated packaging to ensure that my model is optimized for Ampere hardware, allowing me to run performant LLM inference even on commodity hardware like CPUs, and how I can manage and monitor them alongside any other models, use cases, and hardware that I might have.